we're going to find the least common multiple. Just a reminder, the least common multiple is our mountain problem. It's when the number 4 and the number 6 are at different parts of the mountain and they're trying to meet up to hike to the top. Okay, so least common multiple is literally, think of a mountain. Okay, so if you want to draw an M, then put some, snow at the top of your mountains, that's totally fine. But you're trying to figure out when they are going to meet up again. Again, the multiples of 6, all I'm doing is adding 6 to each side. Okay, and over here on the side of 4, I'm adding 4 on each side, which gets me to 8. So 12 and 8, no matches yet. So I add 4 again to this side, and I get 12. And I add 6 to this side, and I get 18. Now, a common mistake that I see a lot is that kiddos, as they're going, they think that the numbers are going to match up on the same line. So if I draw a line across, they think, oh, 4 and 6, not the same. 8 and 12, not the same. 12 and 18, not the same. But you've got to look in each list because one of those numbers is larger than the other, so it's going to go up at a faster rate. So right here, I notice I've got 12 here and 12 here. So the least common multiple is the smallest number that 4 goes into and 6 goes into. In other words, I can take 12 and divide it by 4, and I get 3. And I can take 12 divided by 6, and I get 2. So that is the smallest number that both 4 and 6 go into, which is 12. So your answer for number 13 is 12. Okay, on to number 9 and 3. Why don't you try yourself and then unpause the video and check. All right, I've got the numbers 9 and 3. I'm going to start going up on the 3 side because it's smaller than 9. I get to 6. Go up on the 9 side, add 9. I get to 18, which is by adding, make that a plus. Plus 9, plus 3. Still, no match. I go up and I add 3 more, and I get to 9. And I realize that 9 is what I started with. Sometimes one of the numbers is actually the answer. Okay? It is possible that 3 does go into 9, and it does. 9 will not be able to go into 3, so the smaller number can never be the least common multiple. Has to be at least the value of the larger number, which in this case is 9. On to number 15. This is something we've never seen before, is actually 3 values. So I've got 2 right here. I'll put 3 in the middle. And I've got 12. And their goal is to meet up. Well, it's going to take a while for everybody to catch up to 12. So I'm going to start to go up by 2 on this side. So plus 2, which is 4. I go up 3, which is 6. I go up 4, from 4 to 6. These two match, but 12 doesn't. So I continue to go up by 2 to get 8, go up by 3 to get 9, still no match, 8, 9, and 12. Go up by 2 again to get 10, getting high. 9 plus 3 is 12. So now these two match. I've got to get this 2 group to match. And when I do add 2 again, I get an answer of 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. And 12 doesn't have to do any work. 2 and 3 will meet up with 12 on the mountain. Now it's a coincidence that both my previous answers were 12. Right here. And right here, I don't want you to think it's a coincidence. It's just the numbers I chose, so don't always assume that it's going to be 12. Final problem 2, 4, and 5. Why don't you try by yourself and then unpause the video. There's 2, there's 4, there's 5. I'll type it in so it's not so messy. All right, here's what I notice about my 2 and my 4. No matter what number I put for 4, 2 will always go into it because 2 always goes into 4. So really what I'm focused on is these two columns. I know that if I add 5, I go to 10. I know 4 does not go into 10. I know if I add 5, I get to 15. 4 does not go into 15. I do know that it goes into 20. That's the first time 4 and 5 will meet. So you'll see 8, you'll see 12, 16, and 20. 2 always goes into 8. 2 goes into 12. 2 goes into 16, and 2 goes into 20. Okay? So the big issue is 2 will always go into 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. So any multiple of 4 will work if it was just 2 and 4. But because we added the 5 in there, 5 gets really picky. It says, nope, the number that we choose has to end in 0 or 5. Some of you might think, well, Ms. Coverdale, why didn't we just do 10? Because 2 and 5 go into 10. We could, but 4 does not go into 10. And so the first time they would all meet is up at 20. And we're done. Going on to the next video. 2 of the lights at Lambo, yes, I said Lambo, go pack go, are flickering. They both just flickered at the same time. One of the lights flickers every 7 seconds, while the other flickers every 8 seconds. How many seconds again until both lights will flicker at the same time? This is the least common multiple problem again. So I'm going to make a huge M and enlarge it. Okay. We've got 7 on one side and 8 on the other. So we're looking for the least common multiple of 7 and 8. So when will it happen again? So the lights flicker, they blink. I'm going to go up by 7 on each side, or excuse me, on the left side. And I'm going to go up by 8 on the right side. So I'm going to type in my multiples. Add 7, I get to 14. Add 8, I get to 16. Nothing so far. Add 7, I get to 21. Add 8, gets to 24. They're getting kind of closer. Still not working. Add 7, 28. Add 8, 32. Ugh, still nothing. Add 7, 35. Add 8, 40. Add 7 again, 42, moving over to the corner. Add 8, 48. Whew. Add 7 again, 49. 1 away. Not close enough. Again, I'm going to add 8 on this side to get 56. Add 7 on this side. I also get 56. So every once in a while, when the numbers are literally right beside each other, 7 and 8 on a number line are the whole numbers that are right beside each other. When numbers that are right beside each other and you're looking for the least common multiple, you will have to multiply the two values together, and 7 times 8 is 56. So just a reminder that if the numbers are right beside each other and you're trying to find the least common multiple, you're going to need to multiply their two values together. It might save you some time. So 56 seconds, and they will flicker again together. So if I gave you 3 and 4, the least common multiple of 3 and 4, they would not meet again until 12 because 3 and 4 are right next to each other on the number line. So you'd multiply their values together. Same thing for 5 and 6. The first time they would meet is at 5 times 6, which is 30, because they are right next to each other. Thank you for watching. Do some Khan Academy.